Hello, friends, and welcome into the Cowboys Report presented by BetDSI, the internet's #1 sportsbook. I am your host, Tom Downey, here with some post-game grades from the Cowboys and the Saints. Let's start things off with the offense, and overall with the offense here, I'll give them a C. They should have had more points. There's no doubt about that. That first half was really good for the Cowboys, very much slowed down in the second half, in part because the Saints were on the field for a lot longer than they were in the first half. But overall, you still have some work to do. But look, if you had told me you had a win, you're going to take it no matter what. 348 in terms of total yards, 248 through the air, only 100 on the ground. Would you have felt better if this was the case? If it was 20-10? Would that have made you feel better? Because if the Cowboys had an extra 3 minutes or whatever it was, instead of just being able to kneel the clock out, they had the ball at the 1 on the very last drive. That would have been a simple kneel down, or a simple score. They would have scored from there, I have no doubt about that. So you need to finish way better in the red zone. Give the damn ball to Zeke inside the 5. Just do it. Stop throwing it. You're getting way too cute, Linehan. We'll talk more about that later on. But it's an average, I think, really kind of at best showing for the Cowboys. What was not average was that defense. That is an A+++ showing. It wasn't perfect. You had a bunch of dumb penalties. You had some missed calls that hurt you both negatively and helped you as well in terms of the positive side of it. But that defense, they shut down Drew Brees. 18 of 28 for 127. You give up 10 points. That's an A++ showing. That defense won you the game. That is a Super Bowl caliber defense. That defense balled out. They shut down ALVIN KAMARA. They shut down Michael Thomas. They shut down Drew Brees. The only reason the Saints even moved the ball was because you had a bunch of dumb penalties. That's the only reason the Saints moved that ball in that game. That defense gets an A++ showing. That's one of the best defensive performances I can think of from the Cowboys in years. Now, today's show is brought to you by BetDSI, the internet's #1 sportsbook. Head over to chatsports.com/bet and use promo code Cowboys120 for a 120% deposit bonus. Put down $100, they're going to give you $120. Put down $500, they'll give you $600 extra to bet with on BetDSI, but you got to use that promo code Cowboys120. Special teams, I'll give them a C-. The return game continues to not make much of an impact. Punting was fine. Kicker, Brett Maher, he didn't miss. What knocks it down? Randy Gregory, what are you doing? Don't run into the punter. Don't give Drew Brees more chances. That knocks it down several, at least a full letter grade for me. You got to do better there, Gregory, who, by the way, did have a special private meeting after the game with Jason Garrett because Gregory almost cost the Cowboys big time in this one. All right, Dak Prescott. You can all get on me if you want. I'm fine with the way Dak Prescott played. He made mistakes. He missed Gallup wide open for a surefire touchdown. He fumbled the ball twice, lost one of them, although La'el Collins, block your man, dude. Come on. Dak Prescott was not bad tonight. It's so weird to me how the Cowboys upset the Saints. Dak Prescott throws for 248, is 24 of 28, has some very nice runs. Yes, he makes some mistakes. Yes, he's not perfect. How is this a Dak is trash game? I don't understand it. I get it. Some of you guys don't like Dak Prescott. I understand. He's still got flaws. He was far from perfect in this game. He made mistakes. Damn it, so does every other quarterback in the NFL. I swear, we hold Dak Prescott to a higher standard than any other quarterback in the NFL. He was fine tonight. If I had told you that Dak Prescott threw for 248 on 24 of 28 passing with a TD and some nice runs, y'all would have said, where do I sign up? The offense has to be better in the red zone. They absolutely do. Dak needs to not hold the ball so long. He needs to hit Michael Gallup for a surefire touchdown. But Dak Prescott was not bad tonight. He gets a B- for me. If you want to argue a C+, fine. Dak Prescott was not bad tonight. We do not need to hold Dak Prescott to a standard higher than any other quarterback in the NFL. He was fine tonight. You only need to pump the brakes a little bit on the Dak hate. The Cowboys have won 4 straight, and Dak has not made that many mistakes. Just take the wins, guys. Be happy about it. It's okay. All right, Zeke next up here. I'll give him an A-. I thought he was good. Not his best game. He was good. The efficiency was not that great. I tend to blame the offensive line. But look, 76th on the ground, and 60 through the air. After, by the way, Zeke has had a monster workload the past week and a half. Zeke was fine. I was pretty pleased by how well Zeke played tonight. Not perfect, not his best game, but that's good enough for the Cowboys win if they can figure out their darn red zone offensive issues. Now, are the Cowboys going to win the NFC East? Look, I'll be honest, I think you guys all know this. Everyone, including me, wrote the Cowboys off as dead after the Titans game, and frankly, with good reason. But Amari Cooper, Mark Colombo, those two have changed this Cowboys offense. The defense is playing at an unbelievably high level. Yeah, I think the Cowboys are going to win the NFC East. Now, there are still some things to be concerned about, and I'm pointing at the offensive line. Cam Fleming, I'll have to go back and watch him, but Xavier Su'a-Filo, he jumped out to me as bad tonight. He got beat a bunch of times, so did La'el Collins. I'll give them a D. Dak got sacked 7 times. Now, not all were on the offensive line. There were 1 or 2 on Dak Prescott. But the offensive line, I did not think they were very good. And to be fair, they're playing with 3 backups on the left side. Cam Fleming, Xavier Su'a-Filo, and Joe Looney are not supposed to be starting for this team. So, I'll give it on a curve here. The offensive line was not good enough. Tyron comes back next week. In theory, that should be good. I will not be surprised if Connor Williams maybe makes a run back at Su'a-Filo, because I did not think he was very good. We'll see how he looks on the rewatch in all 22 for me, but he got beat quite a bit tonight. All right, coaching staff time. Marinelli Richard. Hey, great job. And I'll give him extra credit here. When the Cowboys had chances to lose this game, the defense bailed them out. Jordan Lewis, the interception. After a bunch of penalties, the Cowboys defense, beyond the 1 touchdown pass, they stood strong. So, yeah, the mistakes are negative on the coaching staff too, but they did a fantastic job of not letting that game get away from them. Even when things went wrong, when you had the penalties, when you had the chance for the Saints to take lead late in the 4th quarter, the defense stepped up. They were fantastic. Marinelli and Richard did a great job. They get an A++ for me. Now, Linehan does not. And it's not all his fault. The players did not step up at times as well. I'll give him a C-, and that's probably buoyed by the fact that they actually won the game, to be honest. You have got to do a better job of finishing drives in the red zone. You had 3 separate chances to get points in the red zone. And in reality, especially if that second one does come, which I'm pretty sure that it did, you ended up with 6 on 3 drives. You can't do that, Linehan. Run the damn ball, give it to Zeke. Stop trying to get cute. I know that sometimes it works. Run the football. Use the read option. Where's my quarterback draw play with Dak Prescott, by the way? Use that. So, Linehan made some good play calls tonight. He still needs some work. The red zone offense has to be more efficient, or this Cowboys team, if they do make playoffs, they're going to be one and done. Linehan needs to do a better job. I am still on board with him, by the way, with firing at the end of the year as far as I'm concerned. Jason Garrett, look, you guys know how I feel about Garrett, but that was an A effort, if not an A+ effort. The Cowboys beat the Saints. Enjoy the win. That was a damn good showing by Jason Garrett. He got them ready to play. He took that underdog mentality, same as the Demarcus one, did a great job there too. Jason Garrett got the Cowboys a W. Now, it's the clapping, the smiling, I get it. But let's give Garrett some credit, okay? The Cowboys beat the Saints. That's a dang good job by Garrett to get them prepared and ready to go on a short-ish week. Garrett gets an A for me. That was a very impressive effort. Now, we'll see how things finish for Garrett. But as of right now, frankly, the last month, in terms of actual days, I think has been the best coaching job Jason Garrett has ever done with the Dallas Cowboys. And back now to that defense. Give me your MVP. Is it Jordan Lewis? Is it Jalen Smith? Or is it LVE? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm giving it to Jordan Lewis. That interception was absolutely critical. A critical move there by Lewis to make the play. And no disrespect to Jalen or LVE, both those guys were fantastic as well. The entire defense gets the MVP award tonight, but Lewis stepping up with that critical interception to help secure the W late in the game. He was great when he was on the field. Again, folks, today's show is brought to you by BetDSI. Head over to chatsports.com/bet and use promo code Cowboys120 for a 120% deposit bonus. Put down $50, they're going to give you $60. Put down 100, they'll give you 120. Put down $500 to bet with, they will give you 600. That's chatsports.com/bet. Promo code is Cowboys1